Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome to my channel today. It's time for the CW Planner number 40. So I've got the bits and pieces together and I've actually made myself a new journal. And what I did was I just grabbed an old book and took out the pages obviously, and the spine was too small. It was only a very narrow book, probably a couple of centimeters, maybe half an inch. So I decided that probably wasn't going to be thick enough. So what I did was I made my own spine to go with it, which is about a 4 centimeter spine, which in hindsight is probably too thick. I didn't really think ahead because really there aren't many more prompts to go. I think we're up to what, 40, so we don't have many more to go. So anyway, I've probably made it way too thick. However, when I put the signature in, I only put, I think there might be 15 pages or something like that in there. But what I did, okay, so I've made the spine, so forth. I put the signature in, and the signature pages were just made out of bits and pieces. This one is brown paper. This one was the actual book page from the book, but I've actually stuck in some extra bits and pieces on top just to make it a bit thicker, and also take away from the fact that the print in this book was really only in the center and there was a lot of empty space. So I thought I will fill up the pages. There is music pages as well. I don't think there was much else. I really left this pretty plain. Yeah, it's pretty plain. And as I said, there's not many pages in there. I thought I might as well just have a few pages, just enough to finish it. Then it's a complete journal. And I just covered it in some brown paper, which I will stick something over the front eventually. All right. So I've put down the base for the number 40. And the things that I require, an illustration. So I grabbed this little illustration from another book that I've been pulling apart. It was, what's it called? I can't remember. It's a wombat. I think it might be the Happy Wombat or something like that. So that's my little wombat illustration. And then to go with that, which is the next one, something with fur, I have a picture of a wombat. So I think wombats are native to Australia. They're, well, as you can see, they're a little stocky little creature that have very little short legs, and I think they eat only leaves and things like that. They are very slow moving but very heavy, so they sometimes walk across the roads in the more rural areas, obviously not in the city, and get run over, but they can actually do quite a bit of damage to your car because they get quite large. I'm not sure how big, but they do get quite large, but they can damage your car. So that's the wombat. The next thing is a math symbol. I decided I would try to draw a math symbol. I'm thinking of the square root symbol, but I'm not 100% sure. I might just simply go with an addition symbol or something like that. A postage stamp. What I did, I grabbed some postage stamps. Now I did spend a bit of time looking for a postage stamp with a wombat, because I am sure this particular series of stamps did have a wombat one, but of course I didn't have a wombat one, so I've just grabbed 3 different ones with koala and some kangaroos. So I thought they would go nicely. The next one is the sun. Now I had to download this picture of the sun, and I was going to trim away the blue, but to be honest I just didn't feel like fussy cutting it this morning, so I didn't. The next thing is bonus food item. So I've grabbed out these, they're die cuts I think, with just a couple of, I guess, food bits. This one's for rock maple syrup, and peaches, sausages and bacon, which is an interesting combination. I'm not sure if these are actual duplicates or replicas of real labels, or whether they were just made up ones. I'm not sure, but I thought they would do. Okay, so let me see. Now I seem to have a few focal images today, so put that down the bottom. Sun can always go at the top. We might maybe something like that. Not sure how to do this. We've got a lot of bigger images today. Don't have to use both of these, of course. That's another option. Because, well, I don't. Maybe I'll leave that one out. I quite like that so far. And then I could spread the stamps. Sort of something like that, but I mean, it's okay. I don't know. Let's have another try. Let's take that one away. Pop this one maybe up there, something like that. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. It's a bit disturbing, the sausages and bacon are with the wombat though. But we'll try not to think of that. I feel this needs to go at the bottom because it's bigger. Pop him across there maybe. Him there. This book, when I was choosing the book, I found it really difficult. Not that I have unlimited amount of older books, obviously, but I kind of was hoping for a slightly bigger one than normal, so which is why I've gone for the longer one. But I'm really thinking it would have been better to go wider. Don't mind that. It does help when you add the smaller items, I've found. I think that might have to do. Yeah, I think I might go with that. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, now I didn't distress anything today, except myself, of course, when I was trying to find things. But, so I'll do that. Hope everybody is really well. I'm okay. We're in our 6th lockdown, as I've said several times. We're still in lockdown. There is a plan now in place that we will be coming out of lockdown, hopefully, all being well. I think it was the mid-October, which I suppose is just around the corner, really, and time does go fast, but it has been a long process, particularly as it's, you know, as I said, our 6th. It's not our 1st or 2nd, you know, and we had a long one last year as well. I'm not sure which lockdown's gone the longest, this one or the one we had in 2020, but it has been a long stint. I'm an indoor person. And I don't mind staying at home per se, but I have found this time it has been particularly frustrating. You know, you can't go clothes shopping, and I'm not game to buy stuff online. I never ever get the sizing right. And, you know, just little things that I'd really just like to go and buy and just go out to somewhere. And because we've had a curfew, we've also had a restriction of 5 kilometres, which now this week I think was extended to 10. But realistically, 10 kilometres isn't very far. So that has restricted what we can do as well. You know, you can't go far. You can't even just go for a drive, you know, just get in the car and go for a drive just to get out of the house. It's been pretty tough. And our numbers really, in comparison to other places, they haven't been huge. They haven't been big, like large numbers. You know, when you compare it to around the world anyway. And now there's sort of, I guess, there was that, you know, if more people were vaccinated, we'd be able to open up earlier and all that sort of thing. So that was basically the carrot that they dangled for opening back up again, was that we had, you know, I think it was 70% of people vaccinated, or at least one vaccination. So I think we're close to reaching that now, which is why they've sort of started to give us a bit of a plan for opening up the country, or the state, I should say. There are other states and other places in Australia that are still in lockdown, like us. So Victoria is not the only place. But hopefully soon we'll be out of all of this. I have my vaccination booked. For various reasons, I've sort of put it off. I'm still very apprehensive about getting it, purely because of the stories I've heard and the, you know, your pre-existing ailments come into it as well, which is why I've sort of put it off. So I'm really hoping that everything goes well. I have heard a few people with side effects. I've heard of people who've had no problems at all, or very minor side effects. Now, I'm just looking for my script stamp, which of course for some reason isn't where I thought it would be. Okay, and as luck would have it, as soon as I stopped, I saw it. It's my grungy one. So I'm just going to add a little bit just to break up this background and join everything together. So yeah, we'll be coming out of lockdown soon, hopefully. Most of the country will be vaccinated, which is good, I guess. So yeah, okay. Oh, one thing I didn't do is the math symbol. Alright. Now if I can remember how to do a square root symbol. Something like that, I think. I think it's like that. Oh well, it is now. Okay, so what I did, you won't be able to see it probably, but you can see near the koala underneath there's a square root symbol. What I might do is also add some other ones. Maybe just some little equal symbols around, just to fill up a little bit more space. Okay, so I'll pop some little equal symbols around. I can't even remember where I put them now. Ah, there's one there. There. So it just fills up the space. Okay, well, that's my page. I will pop a picture in the end. Thank you very much for watching, listening to me ramble, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.